bored of The Sims 4 as it is, same girl, same. That's why I'm starting a forever world. And if you don't know what it is, feel free to check out my previous video where I go into it extensively and the steps that I have taken to make sure that it is as smooth as possible. But it's essentially playing in one save file and rotating the different households. Today we're doing the BFF household makeover, and I'm just going to show you the little renovations I did in their house and the makeover I did to their outfits, their hair, the makeup. Listen, they went from not to hot, okay? And if you're like me, Travis Scott makes you really uncomfortable. The cheese hair, the shape of his head, everything is just like, no. So I fixed that real quick and I'm quite happy with the results. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello my dear friends, and welcome to my Forever World makeover series, whatever we want to call it, episode 2. Today we're tackling the BFF household. And listen, I've got a bone to pick. Okay, because as I said in my previous video, this household has lore. Okay, they appear in a different Sims game. I can't remember which one it is, but it wasn't one of the main 3 or the main 4, sorry. But their lore is that they're 3 best friends, they live together, and there's a love triangle going on between them. However, when you start playing the game, they're acquaintances and there's no romance going on. So I decided, you know what, since I'm starting in this tiny little neighborhood, I'm gonna start with them. Because what is this? I started with their house and I gave it like a little mini makeover, and I'm going to change their relationship stats just to add some spice to the story. So I'm starting with this bedroom. This is Lily's bedroom, and she has this whole purple vibe going on, which is right up my alley. Okay, she had a bunch of movie posters and everything up. I mean, Travis has them too, so I thought, okay, I'm going to add more posters. She's kind of like that girl who loves to watch movies and all that fun stuff, so I was trying to give her a little bit more personality. This is Summer Holiday's room, and Summer Holiday, please forgive my OVS, okay, she be struggling, she be fighting for her life, but I digress. Summer Holiday is more of a how can I say, preppy girl. She's more of daddy's money kind of girl, so her room is like a little bit prim and proper. It's a little bit more fancy, and in my head they have the they have the nicest house in the neighborhood, right? So in my head it's because daddy offered the nicest house for them, bought it for them, and said y'all can live here as long as you work and all that, but I just want you to start off with something nice, which I'm sure they appreciate. Travis's room, honestly, you could not pay me to care about Travis, but I'm going to try. I made some slight changes. I don't know if I made too much. I did film this 2 weeks ago. I was the illest child for the past 2 weeks. I'm starting to feel a little bit more like a human, but I digress. At this point, this is a bit embarrassing, but I didn't know much about their personalities. I didn't know really much about them, so I was just going based off the vibes that I entered into this house with. I kept the color schemes. I just updated them a little bit, make it feel better. I don't know, because this was made with the original Sims 4. So I did that. I wanted to slightly renovate the rest of the house, like change some furniture, the wallpaper, just make it look not so EA, like basic EA like builds. This is a nice house. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not nice, but it's just not my style. And since this is my forever world, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna add some plants. You know, I'm gonna use some CC, use some of the nicer furniture that we forgot with the different packs that came out. So that's what I'm doing. When I tell you it took me forever to figure out what to do to replace the bookshelves that were on either side of the fireplace, listen, I have 5 hours of footage, okay? 5 hours of footage of me just trying to figure out what must can happen. I thought maybe I could add their high school diplomas on the wall because I mean, come on, they're best friends. I feel like they've been friends since high school, or at least since they were in school together, you know? So I felt like it would be really sweet if they had their high school diplomas. And then I remembered sometimes they come with a high school diploma. So I'm gonna check in game, but I'll do a rain check on that. I'll put it up during the gameplay, which I will do soon. I'm quite excited because I have some ideas of the lore, how I want to go with this, but I'll discuss that a little bit more when we get into their physical makeovers, because oh my god, when I tell you, it was quite sad. Hey, like what I saw there, I was like, what do you mean, you know? And as I said in my previous video, I did a lot of free shopping for CC. Now, hot take, but Travis Scott makes me uncomfortable. His head shape just made me it made me really uncomfortable, okay? And I was like, no, we can't do this. Like, we cannot. And I decided to give him nice hair. I removed the cheese hair because ain't nobody walking around with yellow hair like that. And even if you have yellow hair, I'm sure you did it in a way that's stylish. You cannot tell me that the hair grows from his scalp looking like that. refuse. So as I was doing his makeover, I decided to make him a little bit more muscular because for some reason, while I was doing him specifically and with this hair, the song Teenage Dirtbag was playing in my head, and I just feel like that's the vibe. That's the vibe for Travis. From what I can see here, his traits are he's good, self-assured, and he's a geek. So he's not a bad guy, okay? So I wanted him to give off player vibes, like he's a player, like he's just a teenage dirtbag who refuses to like grow up, but he's actually a really good guy when you get to know him, you know, because I mean, why not? Appearances can be deceiving. So that's what I did with him. Ooh, her name is Liberty, not Lily. I apologize. I'm so bad with names. And also I've never played with this household, so this was really fun to give them a makeover and try and figure out if I want them to be as original as possible, just look better, or if I wanted to give them a new spin, you know? But here's Liberty. She's a geek, she likes to read books, and she's clumsy. And I think I did a good job with her room, making her personality shine through, if I could say it like that. I really struggled with her because I couldn't decide if I wanted to keep her pigtails or not, and what kind of style I wanted to go for, what kind of geeky kind of outfit I wanted her to have. So you'll see her evolve a little bit throughout this. I could not tell you what that aspiration is. Honestly, I could not tell you, but we will discover it together in the next episode when I actually play with them. But I definitely wanted her to have fun with colors. Like, she loves purple, that's her favorite color, but she's not scared of other colors. As you can see, this is just her standing for a very long time because I was just like, I don't know what to do with this character. I honestly was a little bit stumped, and also I wasn't really a fan of the hat options, and I didn't think to download like hat CC or like beanies or whatever, because I don't usually give my Sims like beanies or hats or what have you. And I think that's what's fun about doing a Forever World, is it forces you to explore a little bit and try things and Sims and traits and careers that you have not tried and storylines you haven't tried. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. I also felt like because she's besties with Summer Holiday, like I said, she's a prim and proper girly, okay? She knows how to do makeup and all that, and I don't want it to be that stereotype of like, oh, because she's a geek, she doesn't know how to do makeup, she doesn't dress well or whatever. She is pretty, okay? And I wanted you to peep the nails. I don't know if you saw that, but that's a little bit of a hint to the lore that I'm thinking of doing. So the love triangle goes, Summer and Liberty both have a thing going on with Travis. However, I was thinking, what if we spice things up? What if Liberty is a bi girly, okay? And what if she has feelings for Summer as well? Or like there's a little bit of a flirtation there. There's a little bit of an attraction going on there. So I thought that would be really cool. We will see how that plays out. For the most part, I'm going to just see the vibes. You know, I haven't decided who ends up with who, and I think that's the fun part. I just want to see how their relationships go as they just autonomously do things. Right now, I'm not sure because The Sims currently has a glitch where they just be flirting with anybody. I'm starting my own personal Forever World, and when I tell you, my Sims who are loyal, they have the loyalty trait. They be cheating left, right, and center. And it's really annoying because that's not who they are. Quite literally, I chose the loyalty trait on purpose, but I digress. We're getting far ahead with her makeover. I was really happy. I really liked this beanie. I feel like it was the most natural looking. It wasn't so clunky like the other one. I managed to settle on some pigtails that felt like her. But yeah, moving on to Summer, her eyes made me very uncomfortable. Okay, I don't understand why they were so gigantuous, but I digress. I wanted Summer to have a preppy girl vibe. She's still a good person though. Again, looks are deceiving in this household. You won't look at them and think, oh, this person's like a good person, or this person's a geek because they dress real nice and all that. Like, I really wanted the outside to not match the inside. I don't know if that makes sense. I wanted her outfits to give daddy's money. You know, like they go to the golf club and they have like all these, you know, the stereotypical like nepotism, nepo baby kind of vibes. But I think Summer's actually a really cool girl. She's good, she's sporty, she has a treadmill in her room, okay? She's sporty and she's cheerful. Like, they're all pretty good people. The only spice, I guess, that the Sims could add was that there's a love triangle. So we're going to heavily deal with that. There's gonna be drama, okay? Everyone's in love with everybody. Maybe not, I was gonna say maybe not Travis, but he's actually like the center. He's actually like the center, but I digress. Everyone's in love with everyone. Nobody knows how it's gonna go. It's really gonna be like a Days of Our Lives telenovela type situation, and I'm very much excited. So yeah, I also gave Summer and Liberty kind of similar hot weather outfits because let's be honest, ladies, when you have a best friend, you love having matching outfits, okay? At least in my experience, me and my best friend, we have matching pajamas, okay? I love the fact that we have matching pajamas. Some people don't enjoy it that much, but honestly, I do. Okay, so I tried to alternate between the blue that she's kind of iconic for, like the blue colors, but also incorporate some pink in there because her bedroom is like pink. I was a little bit shocked when I saw her room because I was like, oh, I thought it would be blue because I've just seen her in like blue outfits for the most part, you know? But again, I think blue and pink is a cute color combination, but you tell me. So this is like sort of the same vibe as Liberty's outfit, but you'll see it a little bit better towards the end. One thing that really irritates me is that they're like their hot weather and cold weather outfits are randomized. It's so annoying because it doesn't make sense fashionably. Like there's no coherence. They have the eyeball ring and it's like, why are we doing this? I refuse. Okay, but yeah, so this is Travis. This is him in his outfits. He looks like a pretty chill guy, like teenage dirtbag, but he's actually really good on the inside. This is Liberty looking fabulous. Okay, there she is. They've got pink hot weather outfits just like Summer. Here's Summer with her outfits. Isn't she beautiful? Period. I love to see it. I love to see it. So yeah, so that is my BFF household makeover. I'm really excited to start playing with them. I am excited for all the romance drama that one could get. Like I'm really ready for chaos. I refuse to live a peaceful Sims life. Okay, I'm here for the lore and I'm here for choosing violence. Okay, so if you're excited, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything in my Forever World or my Nightmare Legacy challenge, which is honestly a nightmare, but I digress. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!